as I go under the radar by a dream mass, but for me, important for me, no. You are quite target group near youth. Oko university obeso ko ne masters ne ade akwa wotie me hwe sama mfoforo akokwa betwa wo se me ko school betimi aboa me scholarship nsem me miensa ene da me so ok university
enya asem ketu
betimi jai akokwa pressure wo mu enti ade a ase esiye no I was surprised I say akwa under the radar I adwen ma so bakokwa in the NDC manifesto for 2024 election no Page 97, almost say Bobby Oho, almost say creating a new scholarship regime.
Right.
Or say the next NDC government will introduce legislation to usher in a new era of government scholarship administration, which will one prohibit the award of scholarship to government officials and politically exposed persons. Yeah, mass scholarship ma abain fo ni pankwa. Any omo yere no omo kunum ye politicians. Two, streamline and realign scholarships across multiple sectors to do away with the current uncoordinated regime. But if say get fund the yen GMPC yen Ghana Scholarship Secretariat na Kwame Nkrumah by Executive Fiat in 1960 no. Yen de. Ye do mu nyina beba an umbrella be friend what Ghana Scholarship Authority. No be only from what amalgamation and harmonization. They do mu nyina be boom under the Ghana Scholarship Authority. Be friend the Ghana Scholarship Ghana ye didn't be boom under the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat. They be friend the Ghana Scholarship Authority. Sure. Or say align scholarship for national development priorities. Akokwatie so there 5 in the anchor of my presentation. Your scholarship na fe ye dey man ye de beto to Ghana baby e person man ni nko. Enti ye kada kokwa kosua de wa ha because o man ni pese e kodi dwuma wa ha. Enti ye penkrofo mu nim de o mesua de no mate sa de na se. No mda bebo o man ni kanko. Sure. 4. Eliminate political patronage. Chronism, corruption and nepotism in the world of government scholarships. Chrono dream. Ensure that government scholarships are reserved for vulnerable and marginalized on the principle of meritocracy, equity, and inclusiveness. So, when ne papa ya bi constituency chairman ba ndi so no qualify when ya 8 A's requirement ya hye no we meet ya akokwa obroni friend meritocracy fa equity kire say ye anya gender ba ko de bebre na bia ma de bebre ma de bebre equity inclusivity kire say obia ne na ya ne atwa persons living with disability and are differently abled people obia Oya Igbenio, Oya Fantinio, Oya Chimney, Oya Santinio, Open scholarship na qualify for Bema. O ma me too soon, o pa mo me too so, then you ye the Bema. That is inclusivity. Yeah. This week BBC go Parliament. And it's them one say adriama so no say Parliament holds consideration of scholarship authority bill. Come we ye ni say gold board there na match one na nko ye dia tum. Na kwakwa unse adwuma ne ye intercept document o ha no bi de bibia sende o na kwakwa amachi me na unse me ba wo share man prompt me tie me ya na kwakwa say the see of Parliament or say Parliament has suspended the consideration of the Ghana Scholarship Authority Bill 2025 to allow for further stakeholder engagement following growing public concerns. Right. Ebi na me me so me bobo bill ni mu tokuro bi. Yeah. Kwa ni me bi obi ni mu amedwen say se ya suspend ya anye dede ni adwan ko mo pass ya emwaye sa 5 objectives that the NDC person will achieve or the share manifesto mu no the current bill doesn't offer that. Why am I saying so? One, akokwa hade oko bill na e call Parliament na
Maybe Eugene, Ebusia join your Facebook in Shia 104.5. Yeah, live or Eugene a project say documents and follow your nafi.
We exclusive. Yeah. Exclusive to share. Sure. I will say the governing board of the governing board of the authority. The governing body of the authority is a board consisting of a chairperson, one representative of the following ministries. Ministry responsible for education. Ministry responsible for finance. Labor, jobs and employment. Youth and empowerment and development. Minister responsible for foreign affairs. And the Director General himself. No, so become one representative for Attorney General, AGI, Director General, and 4 persons nominated by the prayer, at least one of whom should be a woman. I got more issues. Why? My first issue is the traditional ministries we have in our country, finance, education, health, Attorney General, any trade, Ministry of Youth Empowerment, any traditional ministry.
Yeah. So
what happens to that representation?
Yeah.
The composition of the board, again, AGI, Association of Ghana Industries. Nooks can also make a point and say that why is Nooks not on the board? It's for Ghana students.
Yeah. Scholarships. Okay.
Now, what board representation got some issue? No, the functions of the board now, or say, review and consider applications for government scholarship. When did it become the responsibility of a board to do this?
Review and consider. Wow.
The board, also the corporate structure of Ghana, the board is supposed to rather serve as a checker on the management. Commissioner, commissioners. But when it comes to the Public Services Commissioner, this is their manual. Corporate Governance Manual for Governing Boards, Councils of the Ghana Public Services. Or say, duties of a board, keep themselves abreast of organizational business, ensure good corporate governance. So the board will be there, then the management will be doing the day-to-day administration of the authority. Whilst the board serves as a check on the management. But okay, at the end, or say the board will rather review and consider applications for government scholarship.
There's a first stage now, no, they will be working over there.
Yes.
First stage, and
as a worker say, who applies to KNUS here? Who's the KNUS for academic board? You qualify KNUS, and you KNUS be this edge but the governing council of KNUS, and the best edge man. So who will check on the board when this process is not followed?
Eugene, common duties no kakra. I said many
public services, yes.
Public services, yes. Or say ensure critical review of all proposals, and other issues placed before the board.
Exactly.
So it should be like Director General.
And yes,
then probably proposals they will place it before the board.
Yes.
But the first stage, as a board, no.
KNUS the governing council determine applications. So but the academic board of KNUS is there. The academic board in this instance I'm certain is the management of the Ghana Scholarship Authority. Now go one name administer scholarships. How does the board administer scholarships? No, what the board must do is rather be, they must determine the criteria and terms for the award of the government scholarship. Together with a technical committee, which is missing in this bill. No bill, exclusive to Israel and bill in it. Technical committee, important. When you look at the ministry, how in addition the background or a lawyer, on your educationist. To force finance on your educationist. Labor, I think jobs labor purple. Rashid purple on your educationist, as far as I know. Opariado or a lawyer on your educationist. I could have tablaca. One way a deputy education to make us also a semblance of that. Attorney General or a lawyer. AGI Nino or industry, on educationist. The director general or a political appointee mostly on educationist. 4% nominated by maybe educationist. So rather, there should be a technical committee included in this bill who will sit with the board, determine the criteria. Now, said director general no, they must scholarship never do so. Together with the national development planning committee, because you can't read manifesto now or say scholarships no, they want to align the scholarships to what suit national development priorities. Takwa me suggestion is say you better technical committee, right, which is not in the board. Okay, my kind document in him. Now the TC, the technical committee, omubenya one be a coalition of CSOs. Mumbra, Kofi Asare. In Medma wa okromu Africa Education what the idea na say onim de. It is say be a coalition of CEOs. Omo one rep bi. Ya benya nooks e one rep bi. Akwa ya masters ye nagra grassack, right? Grassack fa benya one rep bi. E bia ye TUC, right? Ye NAT. Right? You were you cannot UTAC, right? University teachers. You were TUTAC. And it's uncrophoning now. What you say? Then they are the technical committee. Then they will rather sit with the board to determine what the qualifications and the requirement. Because the board, as the composition shows, they are not educationists. Educators are no set criteria on them or the best set criteria. Until the NSA. And education is a very technical aspect of our country because baby send your educated o man for no omusuma ne omone ye dead was ade animu. I don't know if you get the point I'm talking about. So there need to be a technical committee.
Right. So may share so from the point of the Ministry of Education. Is it that the minister and ebekwa represent or ebeye to say yebe technical people from the ministry to join? Because you say most of the times technocrats they are educationists, they understand education. At this point, I'm not clear as to who
one rep or say one representative of the following ministries. Not below the rank of a director. Let's assume that the person going from the Ministry of Education is a director, well versed in education. Yeah, two abba. Look at all this composition of the board members.
Empha.
Yeah. Rather, who empower the director general? No man is our criteria and clear guidelines na streamline for him. Rather, the board can check. Say, any technical committee na transit. Odisika was a producer. And no problem was a shakwa. Yeah, be a program say a topics. Meboa. Ana kata ye hun flyer. Ana wo ye show no. Ono kuku seku ye den 8. Enti bibi anko yi a o ma wo obekwan fa wo Bernard wo na Bernard so ayedan aba wo. That is the process. But o ka so kuku seku enye bibi a who checks so kuku seku. Nese Jimmy president o. What you say? And no why then just one layer of accountability. But o empower Bernard na Bernard yes adwuma na Bernard will hold Janto accountable. Okuku seku will hold Bernard accountable. Jimmy will hold Okuku seku accountable.
So more or less it's like
creating a more layer of accountability.
But this time around said there is more or less like nipa no ono setting the questions.
And even near who say go for me a powerful indigenous.
Yeah.
Tomu na kwatena boardroom onom the nipa 2020 ba oda etaja na na be.
Sure.
I don't know if you get the point I'm talking about. But the director general na the scholarships rather with a technical committee guiding the direction together with the board na ebeboa. Na kwakwa de ba kunso me hu I didn't say. Yes say amalgamation of the various scholarships. But kwakwa okay transition periods na hwade bi. Or say the rights, assets, obligation and liabilities of the scholarship secretariat in existence immediately before the coming into force of this act are transferred to the authority established under this act, and accordingly proceedings taken or against the scholarship secretariat may be continued or against by the authority established under this act. How can me get fund wa ha? Kesa me transition period na me tiate me fair lawyers no mo ka chairman say wo amalgamate bibia in case any can say then get fund GMPC, all their rights and liabilities and obligations are transferred under the authority. But me who I say per the language of this now I say yeah Ghana Scholarship Authority get fund still be near GMPC by any warrior.
Because scholarships no so nam.
As to say, the right, assets, obligations, and liabilities of the scholarship secretariat in existence immediately before the coming into force of this act are transferred to the authority.
Yes, omu nyina baba be scholarship authority nase.
Tie or say the right, asset, obligation, liability of the scholarship secretariat alone. But Mahama promised, they said, we will bring out, consolidate all scholarships. And we need it's not because I can't your cano or say. Or say we introduce a legislation to usher a new government scholarship, which will what prohibit award of scholarship to government official, blah blah blah. Streamline and realign scholarship across multi sectors to do away with current uncoordinated regime. So if you want to do a coordination, you need to list the agencies you are coordinating under the single umbrella of the authority. But so far, look at the scholarship secretariat in Kwan. Get from Becca say on Kahun. Because you have not transferred the assets and rights, obligations, liabilities of Get Fund under the authority. You have not transferred the rights, assets, obligations, liabilities of GMPC scholarship under the authority.
It's only the secretariat.
Exactly. So there's also a confusion. I go me make can. Me do say ahu prebi wom. Ahu prebi wom. I go yen to your bone yenye. Me suggestion me say me tie Kofi Asare ni ade am expect no. The Director General should do it. Yema faculties in university for no minima the technical committee yente. Technical committee ni nya rep e wa GMPC. Akokwa nente important no. GMPC were mandate be for broni for the CSR. Akokwa me chere say oya climate say free be the 3 Ps. Profit, people and planet. You find a triple bottom line. What you say? Now GMPC as an oil company ni nim say eyi a wo di nyina no eya manfo eya dwuma ene communities na watim no right and odinya profit and just apply back to the community obroni friend CSR corporate social responsibility and say GMPC ba board no so nyente ba board no sa kokwa GMPC say year we the 5 Ghana cedi and e she Ghana scholarship authority mu ye pema e be engineering so they are on the board to ensure that their interest is what served. Get funds were so representative on the board. But as we speak, what's the composition of the board? The transition rights in the BBR. As a scholarship secretariat, you're talking about get fund.
I said, Dadana.
And I go come and say, Omo madem ra. Ye nye de no munye ni yi. Ebeboa yen. Ma mo friend na Eugene school fees eni ni. Because Uncle Fuwe, na Director General, they say scholarship secretary na Director General.
As a foje na that's oye yintini.
Oh, as a foje de ni.
Definitely on beba.
Oh, as a foje de ni. Scholarship secretary.
Yeah, pass on beba be Director General.
Oh, fine. Akwa hu.
Say the registrar.
Oh, yes, one coincidence. Beautiful coincidence. And akwa eh good. Omo no nye.
Yeah.
But omo streamline e ma no.
Yeah.
Akwa he. Na say na me wo fa na obi a na ebon ko biti serious ka so bi political science. Brunel University. Obi koye social work. Ka university ye bi.
Yeah.
It's a course no. Another aspect is a course here in Ghana ano. Ye ma Ghana universities in kire wo.
Already creating as a for Jimo as suspended sa we no.
Beautiful.
Ye the hand dey wo apply o mo fam ham.
Beautiful. Akokwa nyansa wo. Ye law ha. Near two can be covered school fees the boarding. It's the man, your school soon to be sika. Business business school. It's the kind of my fair fellow. You choose fees the moment and no munyeska, so the taxpayers man is trauma anymore. Political science, the young Koyana bridge. Say be a cocoa, special, say be a medical field, maybe a walk cardiovascular specialized course. Aha, near Mauko, and no, I will say stress technical committee near. What is a technical committee important? Technical committees, I said, dear, you can come. The Vice Chancellor's Council. It don't make us say, acquire application wa ben ye hwe no results na but legonye bi you matinye bi cameras nye bi nti board ye benya ka bia fa kra ne ko Manchester ni ewia ye ma ne mra Ghana no meboa unza kwakwa medical field ne de speciality bi kaka ba sociology no ade ne de you want enough expertise for Ghana math statistics actuarial science and yanya na ya
na de na wo kosua no some of them who hear those studies no normally be wa would be who say your political space ni say they operate social science
the context of
the society ni say that but who go suya brochire society na they be manage and you see no cry affect some of our lecturers so or try the no because we suya there wa manone no
we struggle to connect it
don't mean connect my students in TSC because environment no go suya there very different meanwhile maybe I will study in the hand could be who certain things that will make it much clear to the student and I believe say no maybe one between us and why
the conclusion of this is that let's empower the DG. Let's give the DG a technical committee together. We could suggest so Dr. Yaduchum is the best person who can win. Oh, David. Me so be education committee was a power for MPP. Ye benya ye fa sankofoni nya technical committee no mo nkyere. Say no mind direction go together the national development planning committee. Ebia this year ye ma 1,000 scholarship. Ye say ma 500 enko. Ye share Ghana han ye who engineers in the Western region. It's Western region ye ma no 50. Near the Omoko, near Bois, Educhum Coboson. So you're able to segregate it.
Now, even within
the question is there's a number from passing in. And also, I'm can say, as I didn't say, as will be interested to be it doesn't make sense. Bill, as the current state, it doesn't make sense for me. Board on the baby. Management should do that. Then the board will check on the management.
Definitely.
The board report to the education ministry, which is another layer. Then the president and our chief of staff. She say the end the board no come a power for indigent. Now Okra Academy says as a Fujin or Mebwa. Say how na do so near the committee boom so mo be go as a Fujin master. But as a Fujin and phone sabe. Wanye bibi ya because of how na do seniority any ade no they can check on him but because how na nkwaya na ade na board members ko musuro no because after all the president will do this appointment consultation with the education ministry because the agency is under the education ministry so the interest of the education ministry at the end of the day will be served education ministry so enipa okokosa na ere no me inkrofo is I check be go no
but you
interest wa anamanfo ye ipa interest ye remfi ye akwa me second